Hey, what's going on, everybody? Vasset here at Outdoors with V. Hope everyone's doing well. On this trip, we are out for a night camp adventure. It is 6:26 p.m. Our ETA to our campsite is 7:06. It's 57 degrees outside, and it's been raining off and on the entire day. Really looking forward to hanging out with everybody. For now, I'm just gonna drive. I'll see you all at the campsite. Oh yeah, everybody. It is a beautiful night. It feels incredible out here. Mid 50s, nice and cool, no humidity. Now, I mentioned earlier, it's been raining. I've been looking at the weather, and there's a 30 or 40% chance of rain the rest of the night. So, I don't know. We might see some rain, we might not. Oh well. Let's go ahead and set up camp. I'll bring y'all back. right, everybody, it is getting dark. I have this all set up here. For those of you who don't know, I have used this Gazelle screened canopy here on this channel before. I've used it twice, I think. Both times, torrential downpour. One was a tropical storm. I believe it was Tropical Storm Debbie. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it down below there. And then before that, the other time I used it was just during a ton of rain. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's getting dark. I'm gonna need some lighting here. I can tell by looking at, the content here that you guys probably can barely see me. I don't know. Hopefully the camera's picking me up. Anyway, everybody, I'm gonna empty the vehicle. I'm gonna bring some stuff in here. For those of you who haven't noticed yet, I am using the family SUV, not using the Tundra. The plan is simple. Eat, chill, relax, hang out in this thing, and then go to sleep in the SUV, doing things a little different. All right, everybody, real quick. I went ahead and set up these waterproof wind panels as well. I got one there, 2, 3, and 4. I did not put one at the entrance here, and that's because I just want some air to go in there, want some visibility, so on and so forth. If it does rain, and it has, you can look at the top here, it has sprinkled a little bit. I don't know if you can see that water there. It's sprinkled just a little bit, but if it starts to pour and whatnot, it won't take me any time whatsoever to place another waterproof wind panel here at the entrance. For those of you who remember those 2 episodes I referenced earlier, these wind panels are a must-have if you're going to get this canopy. So they are not included. They are sold separately. The time is, let's see here, 8:23 p.m. So we've just been situating a couple things. I'll bring y'all back soon. And just like that, everybody, my sleep system is all set up. Everything's good to go in here. Time to go back inside the canopy. I got everything situated. I got my sleep system in the truck ready to go for whenever I'm going to bed. And I got my table here. I got my cook kit here. I got my pot, my cooler. Everything is set. Everything is ready to go. Just want to sit here and talk to you all for a little bit. Let's talk about this trip, right? This was a very impromptu decision to come out here tonight, and I am glad that I made that decision to come out here. I've done these types of trips here on the channel before where I just pack everything up and it's a spur of the moment type of thing where I'm just like, babe, if you're cool with it, I'd like to go camping tonight. And for the most part, she's always cool with it, right? Tonight, the reason why I'm out here, really simple. Everything out there, everything I want to disconnect from. I want to sit here. I want to hang out with you all, be on this trip, be on this adventure, and just hit the reset button. I want to refocus, re-energize, and rejuvenate my soul. You know what I mean? My mind. I've talked about this here on the channel before. I won't ramble and go on about it. But it's, again, real simple. I want to focus on me. I want to focus on being out here, the solitude, the peace, the quiet, and just enjoy every minute of it, right? Relax and enjoy myself. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to go ahead and probably start dinner. Let's go ahead and do that. I got a real treat for us tonight. Dinner is ready. What I have tonight is a pulled pork barbecue sandwich. Now, according to the label, this is bold and spicy. I'll be the judge of that. It definitely has a strong barbecue, like burnt taste to it. but it's not that spicy. Now, for those of you who don't know, I love spicy food. I've been known to add spice on top of spice on top of spice. You know what I mean? I got these mashed potatoes as well. These are ready to go here, and these are probably super hot. Oh. Very hot, but very good. Last but not least, gotta have the Modelo beer. This is one of my favorites right here. Cheers, everybody. Oh, man. Modelo Especial. So good. You all can probably hear that it's raining a little harder than it was a little bit ago. It is almost raining hard enough to where I might need to go ahead and think about putting on that panel at the entrance. What do y'all think? Should I do that? Let's enjoy this sandwich first. I was telling you all earlier that this was an impromptu trip. It was so impromptu that I forgot a plate. I don't have anything to eat my sandwich on, so I'm using this napkin right here. So, all right, so you've heard me talk enough. I'm going to enjoy my dinner. All right, everybody, we got the waterproof wind panel on the entrance here. You'll notice this small hole, and that is for the pull tabs on each of the hubs on all of the sides of this screen canopy here. Obviously, there is no pull tab or hub on the entrance, you know what I mean, because that's how we get in. I'm not worried about this hole, though. Any water that gets through that is going to be extremely minimal. Not worried at all. The way to enter the canopy is just to go over here and kind of lift this up and then unzip that and go inside. Once you kind of let this go when you're inside, it just kind of falls and drapes over, and then it pretty much Velcros on itself. You know what I mean? The Velcro on this is pretty strong, so I'm not worried about that. It's not supposed to get like super windy, and if it does, we can make adjustments. So anyway, we're not going to be in this too much longer tonight anyways, maybe an hour or so. But I definitely thought it was time to cover this up. Let's go back in. We're back inside the canopy here, just enjoying my beer. I've actually been in here for quite a while. I had a ton of cleanup to do. So I had to clean up my pot. I had to reorganize some things, take care of some trash, and I took a couple items back to the truck. I took my time, you know what I mean? But now I'm chilling again. I'm relaxing, talking to you all, enjoying this beer. I wanted to ask you all something. Can any of you tell that I am using a different camera? For the longest time, I've been using the GoPro Hero 11. let's turn the clock back just a little bit to the very first episode here on the channel, which coincidentally was filmed right here at this campsite. So I used a GoPro Hero 5, a very old action camera that I purchased many years ago, to film that episode. And immediately after posting it, I realized I needed an upgrade, and that's when I purchased this Hero 11 right here. All right, so fast forward to now. Why have I changed cameras? So this is the DJI Osmo Action 5 camera. I've done a ton of research, right? And, looking at picture quality, looking at, let's see here, colors, looking at mics, looking at, low light footage capture, so on and so forth. And this one just kept popping up, and I decided to purchase it and use it. The colors, they're just more vibrant. They pop more. And this is not the first time I've used this. This is the first adventure that I filmed, but I've been playing around with it at home. I've been doing like test footage, so on and so forth. I'm pretty impressed. What do you all think? Can you tell? How about we do this? I'm going to turn this camera on right now. You're going to hear it, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and talk to both cameras. I'm going to look right in the middle here. Let's put this camera right here like that. And I'm just going to look right in the middle of both cameras. Can you all tell? Now, here's what I can tell right away. And this is actually one of the reasons I purchased that camera, the DJI camera. Low light footage capture. Do you see the difference? It's not just, you can see me better, but the colors are better. You know what I mean? You can even see the background better on the DJI camera than you can on the GoPro. I don't want to ramble and bore you, but I'm impressed with the DJI camera. So, yeah. I'll figure out a way to do side-by-side comparisons. I don't think I've ever done that. So, yeah, I'll show y'all. I'm always trying to find ways to capture the content here on this channel in better ways. You know what I mean? And so, hopefully, this is going to do that. We'll see. The time right now is 11:41 p.m. I think it's time to head on over to the vehicle and get ready for bed. I'll bring y'all back here in just a minute. All right, everybody. As soon as I laid here, I got pretty sleepy. So, have a good night. I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. 6:15 a.m. I just looked at the temperature on my phone here. 40 degrees. That's right. It is nice to have the cooler temperatures again. We've had days in the last week where it's been 80, like 85, even almost 90 degrees. And so rain washed away all that pollen, you know what I mean? And the cooler temperatures are back for like a week or something like that. So it's really nice, really nice. All right, coffee, cereal, coming up. Keeping things real simple this morning, everybody. I got my coffee and I got my cereal. This is Honey Nut Cheerios, one of my favorites. Grew up eating it, obviously real popular. That's a classic. Cheers. Man, that is perfect. So the rain, it stopped late last night, while we were in here still talking. And I'll say this, it really didn't rain much more after that at all. At about 3:30 a.m., it rained for 2 minutes, and that was it. Now, obviously, it's still wet out here. I say that to say this. This canopy, this screen canopy by Gazelle, it is awesome. I said this earlier in the episode. I've used it in torrential downpour. I mean, absolute crazy rain. One of which was a tropical storm. Tropical Storm Debbie. So, yeah, very impressed with it. Doesn't leak, at least not mine, right? So, great purchase. Great purchase. Speaking of purchases, I recently got my hands on the One Tigris Jovian 4-person tent. Let's see what else. I've got a new cot from King Camp to test out. I've got a pillow by them as well. And I think I got a brand new water filter. And what else? There's probably a whole lot more. But gear testing episodes are coming up. Haven't done one in a while. Now, I do like gear testing adventures where I bring like a tent I just got, maybe a backpack, so on and so forth. But a full episode on just gear testing, you know what I mean? That's coming up. It's coming up. So, yeah, stay tuned. One last thing I'll talk to you all about. I talked a little bit about the heat we've been experiencing, right? And I even talked about like how the heat has just snuck up on me. I talked about that in the last episode. So I'll end this episode by saying this. The pollen. The pollen is absolutely insane this year. I mean, you walk outside and it is just layers and layers of pollen all over your vehicle, the sidewalk, the street, the driveway, I mean, your porch. It's all over everything. The moment you walk outside, you look at your watch or you look at the screen on your phone and there's just pollen all over it. I mean, it doesn't take long at all. For those of you who don't know, my allergies are pretty bad pretty much all year round. Now, I control it by taking a Zyrtec every single day. This spring, this early, spring of just heat and a crap ton of pollen, I've had to take one in the morning and one at night. And, you probably shouldn't do that. I don't think you're supposed to, but it's really the only thing that controls it. You know what I mean? Because my eyes, my face, just everything, the reaction is pretty bad. That is why I am loving these cooler temperatures, right? More specifically, the rain that came with it. It washed all that pollen away, and the cooler temperatures is taking the heat away. You know what I mean? Just, it was hot, humid, pollen was everywhere. This is going to be a really nice break. A really nice break. So, yeah, very glad about that. All right, everybody. That is enough talking. It is 7:35. I got to get my day started. I got to clean up, pack up, finish my cereal, finish my coffee, and drive out of here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me on this adventure. I had a great time last night, a great time this morning. I hope y'all did too. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. It definitely helps the channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications on future episodes coming up. Till next time, everybody. Take care.